Hi guys, if you are playing Engineer for the first time, this is the build I suggest. Celestial, if you can get it. I'll show you how to get it later. So Celestial is what I suggest, and Firebrand as well, if you can get it. So if you don't have enough gold to buy Firebrand because it can be expensive, then I suggest that you buy Rebirth, and I'm gonna show you right now. So if I go over here, Armor, and if I go to Rebirth, okay, so this is Rebirth, right? So it's gonna cost you only 13 silver per rune, right? And Firebrand is 1 gold 35 per rune, which is more expensive. So it depends if you have the gold or not. But this is one I ultimately suggest for the quickness, duration. You have Condi, boons, and condition, etc. So yeah, this is my favorite. But otherwise, if you don't have the gold, go with Rebirth, which will give you healing, boon durations, healing power, and toughness. So this will be useful in dire situation when you're starting and if you're farming, etc. Also, you can use anything else. You can also go with Dalyak. I think Dalyak is a popular one when you start. So Dalyak is also good, but I mean it's really basic technically and it's very cheap. You can go with anything else you feel comfortable with. There's also Pack. Let me double check. So Pack is also a good one if you want to. But this is more for power. That's why I go with Firebrand because Firebrand is good for like Condi technically. So Firebrand will give me boon duration, condition, and quickness duration because quickness is very important. Like specifically with Elixir U, which allows me to have more quickness and allows me to be able to attack faster and do more damage. Get things done right. So that's that. And if we look at the relic here, in order to get the relic, you need to have the DLC Soto. So if you don't have Soto, you cannot have any relic. So yeah, but if you do get a relic, then I suggest that you go with, let me see. You can go with Relic of Rivers, but Relic of Rivers I think you need the DLC Genteer's Wild, I believe. I'm not sure, but if you can get that is good. Otherwise, you can use pretty much anything, like Atrocity, Wizard Tower, pretty much like Relic of the Midnight King is good too. Everything is pretty good. I like this one actually. Yeah, I like this one. So when you disable an enemy, so by disabling, well, it includes stun, taunt, daze, knockback, pull, knockdown, sink, float, fear, and launch. So if when you disable, you will get 3 mites for 15 seconds and fury. Also bear in mind that the amount of time you get for the mite and the fury is equivalent to the boon duration that you have, which is why I took Firebrand because Firebrand gives me more boon duration. And there's also the food that I take, which is usually this guy over here, Corsair Maintenance. So this guy gives me more boon duration, and I would also go with pretty much anything. Like for usually for farming, I would go maybe with this guy over here, Dragon's Breath. It doesn't really matter when you start. Like it's not really the end of the world. So go with something that you feel comfortable with and you can afford. Otherwise, I would suggest this one over here, Peppermint Num Berry Bars. But this is expensive a little bit. Let me see how much it is. 22 silver each. Holy shit. Yeah, that's yeah, if you buy a lot of them, that's expensive. So when you start, if you don't have the gold, don't buy that. But if you do have the gold, then you can buy that because you have 30% magic fine plus 40% gold from monsters. And 40% gold is not gold per se. It's basically 40% more currency from the copper, silver, whatever you get that you get from mobs. So if you get 10 copper, 40% of 10 copper is 4 copper, so you would get 14 copper instead of 10 copper, right? So that's the reason why this is good for for farming when you start, and if you want more gold, you want to make some money when you start. Otherwise, I suggest also saffron mussels. If you can purchase it. Let me see how much that sells. 3 silver is not too shabby, so if you have the money, then be my guest, because this is good for counter damage and healing power, which is good for sustainability in open world. You can also buy a delicious rice ball. This one gives you more healing power, but no offensive advantages. So you can use that for supporting if you want to go healing and support people in open world, and be my guest. This one is also popular. This is good for world v world technically, because in world v world people use this a lot. Roamer specifically for endurance regeneration. So you may not want to use this for open world. This is good too. 60% chance. What is this? Mint berry swirl ice cream scoop of mint berry. So yeah, so this is good too. But again, let me see how much that is. 19. Oh shit, that's expensive. Yeah. So yeah, if you don't have the money, don't buy that. You have many choices. Like I said, you need to kind of like double check what you use. But the one I use the most is this guy for concentration and expertise. And the one that I usually use would be Dragon Breath when I kill a mob, because mobs they die very fast. I get 200 power, when they die. So that's good for DPS and gives me some ferocity as well. Otherwise, I would use this guy over here for more gold and more magic fine. So it depends on you how you feel. And as for the weapon over here, I have Torment. So I have Sigil of Torment. This is expensive. So if you don't have the money for this, for Sigil of Torment, because I'm gonna show you how much it is. So Sigil of, yeah, 13 gold. So if you don't have the money to buy this, you don't have to buy that. This is really if you have the gold. If you don't have the gold, I'm gonna show you what I suggest. So let me see. Sigil of Air is good. It's only 18 silver. When you crit, you will unleash a lightning strike, which will critically hit a foe, which is good. Sigil of Battle is good. Gain 5 stack of might for 12 seconds when swapping to this weapon. So if you want more might, this is also very good. It's only 10 silver. This is good too for survivability, but I never use that. Like Sigil of Blood. Bloodlust is very popular. So this will give you more power. So if you want more power, more DPS, that is very good. But remember that if you die or if you change map, you will lose your 25 stack. So if you have like 25 stack on one map, if you change map, you will lose your 25 stack. I'm pretty sure that's the case because that's what happened the last time I did it. But yeah. Same thing, let me see. Bounty, bursting. Condi damage is good, but that's 8 gold. So yeah, if you don't have the gold, don't buy that. Celerity, I use that very often. But again, it's 5 gold. If you don't have that, don't use it. But celerity is very, very good for more quickness. But with the build that I have, I don't think I need this because I have a lot of quickness already. Everything else is subjective, guys. You need to double check what works for you. So I'm gonna show you here. So yeah, so that's what I have. I have Torment for this guy. Otherwise, use something else. And this guy, I have. Sorry, the shield is cleansing. Skill of cleansing is important too. Well, because if you have a lot of condition on you, if you don't cleanse, you're in deep trouble. Unless you use a spec that allows you to cleanse. So over here, you see this guy over here. Let me see, mechanized. Okay, mechanized deployment allows me to cleanse every time I use like F1, F2, F3, F4, F5. So I have 5 cleanse over here already. So that's why mechanized deployment is very, very important. If you can get that. So here we have Lesser Elixir C. So actually it converts your Condi into boon. So 3 Condi into boon. This is very, very good, but it's a 10-second cooldown. This one, there is a 24-second cooldown. So you're going to get all these boons over here once you reach 75% threshold, technically. So this is automatic, by the way. It's passive. You don't do anything. It's all automatic. And this one over here, heal yourself when you grant yourself a boon. Remove a condition from yourself when you use an elixir. So whenever you use an elixir over here, you will also cleanse this condition, right? So that's why I have 3 elixir over here. And over here I have HGH elixir, gain increased duration and gain might. So whenever I use an elixir, I will get the boons, as you can see. I will also get 2 mites for 26 seconds, and I will get an increased duration of all the, what is it? Increased duration of all elixirs. So it's really subjective if you want to take this, but me, I take this for regular farming because I need the might, I need the regen, the swiftness, and everything. Same thing over here. I get my quickness, 14-second, stability, vigor, might, right? And this one, even better, you get even more boons. So this is like holy shish kebab. So you're gonna be full boons for a long period of time, and you're gonna have swiftness pretty much forever, right? So if you combine these two over here, and if you combine with this guy over here, whenever you use this guy, Elite Mortar, you will have also swiftness. Look, so you have swiftness already. So if I use this, more swiftness. So now you have 51 seconds. So if I use this, more swiftness. Like you cannot go above 1 minute, by the way. So that's that. And this one over here, even more. No, this one doesn't give swiftness, but it gives you, like quickness and all that, and stability and vigor, right? So this one you use it when you kind of like kill mobs and everything. Otherwise, I would use, like elixir be on cooldown. Always want to use that on cooldown to get your fury, might, swiftness, and resolution, and then use that right away in order to get everything else that comes with it, right? And because of this trait, you will get a longer duration of the boons, right? So this is very, very good for farming. I also use rocket boots over here, as you can see, combined with rocket gadgeteer. So here it will allow me to have a 1200 range instead of 900. This should be 1200. Let me double check. Okay, rocket distance 1200. So there you go. So it says 900, but it's 1200. I don't know if you can see 1200. So I'm gonna have a 1200 range like this, and plus I'm gonna get this guy over here, super speed, right? So it's a good thing, and you get two of them, and with a reduced cooldown as well. So this is very important. So that's that. You can also use another, pistol. So if I used another pistol over here, I can use, let me double check. Actually, power, Condi. So depending, you can use the one with Sigil of Cleansing over here, as you can see. Or usually what I would use is Sigil of Corruption, so I get more condition when I kill a mob, along with this one, which gives me Torment, right? So this is really good for DPS, by the way. So if you want to do more damage, this is what I suggest you with the 2 pistol. If you want to have more defensive, then you want to go with Mace and Shield, which will allow you to have regen, vigor, barrier, and will do some damage. This one will give you confusion and explosion on the 3rd strike. This one will give you stun on the Mace 3 and gives you explosion as well, and also good for Defiance Break. This one will give you a shield reflect and a knockback and Defiance Break. This one will give you a daze. Actually, this one will stun. If somebody attack you while you use this, they get stunned for 1 second, and it blocks for 2.5 seconds, right? But if you double click this before the end, you can daze the person, do a little bit of damage, and it affects 5 target, and it also good for Defiance Break. Okay, so everything is celestial over here. Now, in order to get celestial, there are 2 ways to get those. The first way is to buy them. So if you have the gold, you come over here. You're gonna go to armor over here, click celestial, right? And what happens is that you're going to have celestial everywhere. So here it's going to cost you 9 gold. So this is very expensive. So when you start, you may not have the gold for that. So if you don't have the gold, then you can do something which is, I don't recommend the other methods. This one over here is to actually buy gems. So when you buy gems, you can convert it into gold. All right. So when you have gems, you can convert it into gold and then come back over here and then, and then buy the celestial armor like I showed you over here, right? But this is really like when you have a lot of gold, and I'm not here to promote the gem store. I'm not here to tell you need to spend money. I'm here to say that if you have a lot of money, let's say you're a rich person, you're a multimillionaire, and you don't want to, wait forever to get, the gold or find any other way. If you want the fastest way to get celestial, and this is the fastest way, is to do what I just said. Go to the gem store, buy some gems, right? You're gonna buy gems. And then you're going to transfer the gems into gold, and then you're going to come back over here and then buy the celestial gear, right? So that's the fastest way. But again, listen to me. I don't recommend this to everybody. If you don't have the goal, if you don't have money to spend, if you don't want to spend any money, don't do it. All right. This is just the fastest way for people who are rich. Okay. The other way, if you want to do it, the other way is to go into World v World. So if you, oh my God, 35, holy shit. So what you do, if you go over here, like you see, there's 35 people in queue. That's mean that there's a lot of people right now, and there's a big fight. So when you come over here on a rush hour, when there's a lot of people, you're gonna be making a lot of currency, and that currency will help you to purchase something. I'm gonna show you what it is. If you come to a one of the zone, you're gonna find somebody here. You're gonna find this robot, TED07 Unified Vendor. This guy over here, and the currency I was talking about is this guy, badge of honor. So when you do a lot of World v World with a group, you will gain this, and it will be very, very easy to get if you are with a good group. But if there is nobody, that's another story. That's why when there's nobody, you're not going to be making any currency. That's why when you come in World v World, it's RNG, and there's no guarantee there's going to be a group. But when there is a group, then you get the currency, and then you can buy what we call over here these weapon, as you can see, and also armor. So depending if you're light or medium, me I'm medium. So over here, I can buy this for 72 silver and 50 badge of honor, which is very cheap. And when I buy those, right, I can change it into celestial. So I'm gonna do one for you just to show you. So I'm gonna take, I don't know, I'm gonna go with, what is this? Oh, this one I can buy. Oh, nice. I can this. There you go. There we go. So you see, I just bought a aqua breather. All right. So if I go back over here, if I click customize, here, celestial, boom, I got celestial right there. bam, boom. So there you go. So that's very easy, very fast, and very, very cheap technically because, like I said, Celestial is very popular. And for open world technically, and even for World v World at some degree. But World v World it has been nerfed because a lot of people has been complaining about Celestial, about Celestial gear and ArenaNet nerfed Celestial, so you don't have any more concentration or expertise with Celestial gear in World v World. That's why I usually use Celestial gear for open world now, most of the time, and when I do World v World, I would use something else. So that is the second way to get your celestial gear if you want to. There is other ways as well. You can get random loots, random bucks, random chests, random everything. But this is like the secondary way, and this is the best way that I recommend to get your celestial gear. But again, like I said, in order to get the badge of honor, you need to have a group where there's a lot of people playing. You stay with those people. You just pew pew. You just stay with the Zerg, and you make tons of currency here, the badge of honor, and it's gonna come very very fast. Then you come back over here and you buy these gear for Celestial. That's what I recommend you to do. All right, now that you understand the gear that I have, I'm gonna show you here what you need to go first. So people ask me, what should I go first? If you come over here, the first thing you do when you start getting hero points, right? And the way you get hero points, I have a video that talks about how to get hero points in Guild Wars 2, and I'm going to leave the link in the description. So I have one video for that. But if you get hero points, you're going to start with this one. I'm going to show you which one to start with. I suggest to go with Elixir until you get Elixir U. So you're going to start with this guy over here, Elixir B, then the Elixir C, this guy, and then this guy. This is the most important for me personally. So you want to start with that. So once you get Elixir you don't need to go with this guy. This one I never use it, by the way. The secondary thing you're gonna go with is tools. See over here, tools. So you're gonna click over here, and I highly recommend that you go with tools until you reach this guy over here, Gadgeteer. And the reason I say this is because you want to have the rocket boots. And the reason why you want the rocket boots is because you want the range and you want the mobility. Because when you level up, as a new player, you want to go fast. And this will allow you to go fast and to move faster. So when I use my rocket boots, you see how fast I go and how far I go. And if I combine it with the potion, look at the swiftness that I get. See how good it is? So you want to go fast when you farm, right? That's what I did when I started playing Guild Wars 2. You want to have mobility, right? So you can go faster and further, and they have also the boons to the, for offensive and defensive purposes. So once you have a Gadgeteer, then you can go with anything else you want. Let me double check. You have the choice between firearms or invention. So if you go with, you got the choice between firearm and alchemy. If you go with alchemy, you will have more sustainability. So you will have this one here, hidden flask, which is very good, by the way. All the boons that you get and all the things that comes with it. It's very good all the way to you can go all the way to this guy HGH. You don't need these two over here. When you start, you can take them if you want to. Sometimes I take this guy, Purity of Purpose, which is very good. But usually I would take this one over here. But I mean, this is for end game. But this, like, literally, this is really for like when you start. If you can get HGH, which can be combined with those potions over here, it's very good. And once you get this, then I suggest to go to Firearm. Firearm will allow you to, to put more offensive traits into your build. So if you want more offensive, like trait, technically this is what I suggest. And as you can see, this is what I have. I have tools. I got alchemy, and I got firearm. So this is the build that I have for my build, but usually I will go with pistol. I would go with this because Sanguine Array gain might whenever you inflict bleeding on the foe. So you see over here, I inflict bleeding. So every time I shoot my auto attack, I will get might. Might will give me additional 30 condi damage and 30 power, right? And also, critical hits have a chance to cause bleeding. So because you have a celestial gear, you will have a chance to crit. Not as high as you think you would, but if you have Fury, let me double check. Fury, where's my Fury? Okay, Fury. 60% crit chance. There you go. So basically, you will have a chance to crit, which will apply bleeding, right? And which is very good because bleeding will do some damage. But then if you apply bleeding, you will gain might. So it kind of like it's kind of like connected with each other. You know what I mean? You have increased chance to critically strike against bleeding foes. So if they bleed more, you have 15% chance to crit. Even better. So you want to crit technically. Here, when you get no scope. Technically, when you get in range of your target, which is 450 range, you will gain Fury for 7 seconds, and you will get Ferocity for 150. So basically, the Fury will be also spread to 5 targets. So I guess that will be applicable to your allies, which is very good. Over here, Serrated Steel, bleeding you inflict against increased duration, which is pretty amazing as well. So if you want, you can take this one over here, which will have more duration. So let me double check. Here I have bleeding 10 seconds, 757. Bleeding 14 second, 1.1k. Well, this is good because the condition damage is applied, 120 is applied to all your condi damage, including this guy over here, including your your fire. But the thing is, I prefer the might because the might will give you more condi damage if you go to 25 stack. That's why I'm going for the 25 stack instead of just like 120 damage. You know what I mean? So it's really a subjective decision for you to decide. But me, I go with this one usually. Over here, I would go with this one, incendiary powder. So over here, it again is subjective. Sometimes we'll go with Juggernaut. So if I go with this guy over here, I would go with Juggernaut because then if I use this, I will get might and I will get also stability. So if you want might and stability, then I suggest this, but then you need to have flamethrower and you have to sacrifice a potion, right? So it's really a decision for you to take. If you take this guy, you can still take flamethrower, but me, I would go with this guy instead because the synergy is better with HGH elixir trait. Okay, so it really depends on you and how you play. So it's up to you to decide what you want. But this is what I suggest. Now, for tools, like I said, this one is very important because of this guy over here, Rocket Boost, which allows you to rocket boost longer. So you have a 1200 range and you will be able to have more mobility. Super important. It will also remove cripple, chill, and immobilize. So if you get one of these 3 condi, it will remove them with this guy. So you have 2 of it. Okay, it's also a combo it's also a combo finisher blast. So what I'm saying is that if you use this with let's say I don't know, like this guy over here. So I'm gonna show you. So if I used it with this and I do rocket boots, it will do something. I don't know what it will do, but I think it will apply some condi in AoE to other people. But the reason why I would say to use this, it would be with this guy over here. So if I take bomb kit and if I use smoke bomb, look carefully here. Right, smoke bomb over here, and then I use rocket boots. Boom, I'm stealth. I got stealth for 3 seconds. So I never use bomb kit with rocket boots, to be honest with you. But if you want to stealth, but in open world it's kind of like useless. Like why would you want to stealth in open world? I mean, this is good for PvP or world v world. But even so, I never use that. To be honest with you, maybe I will in the future, but not now because this is really for open world technically. Over here, I will go with Streamline Kits. Streamline Kits will allow me to get swiftness every time I use this guy. Boom. See, I get swiftness, and the reason is because you want to go faster. You want mobility. You want to farm faster, you see? So that's your purpose of having mobility when you start. And then you use this, more mobility, use this, more mobility here, 51 second. That's a lot of mobility. So you can farm faster, and you can gather faster, and you can level up faster. There we go. So that's that, guys. So this is the build that I have that I suggest you when you start. Everything else is subjective, but if you go that way, it's very good. And this is for core engineering. If you're not gonna buy any DLC, this is really for like core engineer technically. And the way that I play, if I get out of here, first thing you want to do is you want to keybind. So basically, I'm going to keybind this guy. What is this? All right. I'm going to keybind this. All right. This one does burning, give vigor. This one gives vigor and condi removal. Combo finisher blast. All right. So this is a combo finisher blast. So you could use this with this guy over here. So if you use like, like combo feel something over here, right? Like this guy over here, you can use this guy like this. Boom. Boom. There you go. Combo blast on this guy, right? So you want to figure out which one does a combo blast and combo field. Let me double check. This one, oh, this one gives you more vigor, more might, more fury, more stability. That is pretty cool. Let me double check. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I did not even know. There we go. So yeah, so this is very good actually. And Condi removal, and it's unblockable as well. So you get more boons with this guy, which is pretty cool. This guy will give you super speed. There we go. So if you want super speed, there we go. This one gives you super speed as well, as you can see, which is good for mobility. So you want to use these two over here in conjunction. This one does not give you swiftness, so this one is really for like offensive, defensive, but it doesn't give you any swiftness. This one gives you this for offensive, okay. This one is for super speed, and this one doesn't give you swiftness either. Okay, none of them give you swiftness. All right, so this one gives me regen, protection, might, and that's pretty much it. There you go. Pretty cool. So if you combine it with everything else, it's pretty good as well. Now, don't forget that you can change anything else. You can change with this. When you change your utility, it will change also what you get over here, right? So if I go with this guy, I will get something else. So you got to test and see what works for you, right? So that's that. What about this guy? 5. Oh, shit. Really? Detonate? Boom. Oh, wow. That's cool. I never used this. That's why I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool. And this one as well. That's pretty cool. This one, what does it give? Daze, cripple, 6 second. Let me see. What is the range? 900? Oh, 900? Cripple 900. Okay, okay. I did not know. And it does fire as well. And Defiance Break. What about this guy? What is this? Reveal. Oh! No! No! There is a reveal. So, okay, so core allows you to reveal. No way. That is good against Thief. I never knew that. That is pretty cool. That I did not even know we had reveal with detection pulse. Like, holy shit. Are you serious? I'm gonna use this against Thieves and freaking World v World. Anyway, so you got double check everything. What about this guy? Super. Oh, you got 5 second super speed? No way. Oh shit, that is sick. That is actually sick. Yeah. Somebody was using this in World v World and I had issue, trying to catch up to them. I was insane. This one gives you stealth. 6 second stealth. So you see if you take Elixir S, so you're gonna get your boons over here and then you stealth. That's pretty cool if you want to stealth. That's good in World v World technically, if you want to stealth. What about this guy? Turret. I never use turret, to be honest with you. I never use turret because they're kind of weak and I mean you can use them if you want to, but me I never use them. Like seriously, they're kind of, I don't want to say useless, but they're useless because they die too fast and the cooldown is too long. So yeah, I don't use them. This one is useful in World v World. If you want to immobilize someone, then this is good. What about this guy? Stability. Let me double check. How long is the stability? Okay, 1 second and 3/4. That is so well. That is so fail, bro. Like, why would I want that? What about this guy? Immobilize. Okay, that's pretty cool. Let me double check. Oh, I did immobilize. There we go. So yeah, guys. So you got to double check what works for you. But this is what I suggest technically. All right, this is what I suggest when you start. And the way that you play, well, is very simple. You want to use all your spell like this, right? And you just want to go and pew pew, right? And use your rocket boost to go fast like this. See? There we go. Very simple. You see all the boons that I have over here? Whoop, I forgot my food. I'm gonna go with this guy over here. And I'm gonna go with this guy over here. There we go. So, see, there we go. I just go forward like this, right? So this is if you don't have a mount, by the way. So there we go. Boom. There we go. Right? So here we go. So I'm gonna use this, this. There we go, use this. See how fast they die? There we go. That's pretty cool. And I'm on a farm. Very simple. Then use this. Don't forget you can use this for super speed, and this one for more boon duration. Or for more, I mean more boon. There we go.
That's good.
There we go. Always use Elixir B on cooldown. Well, use all your elixir technically. See, I'm gonna use this guy over here for super speed. See how fast it is? Then like this. There we go. There we go. There we go. Whoops, I forgot to use the thing here. 1 second here. Fast switch range indicator. There we go.
There's one to remember me by. Refresh.
There we go. See, always use this. Always use this in cooldown. On cooldown. There we go. Because it's very short. Use this as well. I use everything. There we go. There we go. F2. There we go. If you want to go full DPS, then you can go with explosive as well. But then you may have to change something. I'm gonna change this. I'll make a sacrifice. Right? I would go with bomb kit over here. Because then I'm gonna use grenades in order to do more damage. You can go with this one for more survivability. But I'm gonna go with explosive over here. Or maybe even this one for AoE damage. So it really depends how I feel. Maybe I'll go with this. I'm gonna change to this one over here for regeneration. And I'm gonna go with Big Boomer over here. Well, let's see how it is. And again, I have Celestial gear, the same Celestial as usual. So here, what you're gonna do is basically you can start with Mortar Kit like this, put some stuff on the ground, then use Mace 2, so you can have a combo finisher leap, or you can switch to grenades and then use your your grenades on the mob. There we go. So that's good for AoE. There we go. Stuff over here you can use as well. So I'm gonna show you right now. Whoop. Holy shit. There we go. I can also go with the pistol instead. So now I'm gonna have Mace Pistol. Holy shit. Holy shit. That's a lot of that's a lot of damage, bro. I never played this build, guys, so that's why I'm like even surprised myself. Let's try with these guys over here. Alright. These are going to attack me. Holy shit. Holy shit. That's pretty cool. Alright, over here with all these raptors again. There we go.
Urge to kill rising.
One shot kill, bro.
Refreshing.
There we go. These raptors have no chance.
To kill rising. That went better than I expected.
In this map over here, as you can see, Bloodstone Fen, which is part of Living Wolf Season 3. I'm going to use a different build, so this is what I'm going to use. So I'm going to go with this, right? Let me double check. Maybe I'll go with this. I'll go with this. I may not. Maybe I'm not gonna go with this. I'm gonna go with invention instead. Go with this. I need the regen technically, right? And let me see, what else do I want? The reason why I take this guy is because I get stability, because you get a lot of knockbacks over here, and if I don't have stability, I'll be in deep shit. I'm gonna go with this. Defiance break. Oh, I need defiance break. This one here, Citadel. This one gives 400 defiance break, so let's see if it works.
That feels good. That went better than I expected.